Well, that says it all, Kathleen. I know where all your power comes from. It's right behind you. Good one. Good one. The force is with you, and it's with Marty, and it's with Cammy and Lisa and Jim right now. And we couldn't be in a better spot. Right here. This whole universe is big, but it's nothing compared to eternity. But you're in the right spot right here, right now. Good job. Yeah. We're gonna, you know, when at the Soul of Yoga, when we did many yoga trainings for to teach teachers how to teach the yoga class, and at the end of the, couple months or longer of the training, that I always sang them a song. I made a song up because it's quite a, we're in training too. We're on a path, right? We're getting set. We're setting our course, and that's beautiful. You're setting your direction, as we learned yesterday. Just one straight line, a beeline to the divine. There it is. Yeah, a beeline to the divine, my dears. That's what we're trying to do here, set our course. But anyway, I want to sing to you that song, that ending song that we sang for those who graduated to be yoga teachers. Anyway, the song goes like this. Heard the call, came the distance, left it all, then hit the wall, took a chance and jumped over, let it go, free fall. Now I'm never again gonna be the same. Old stories from the past going up in flames. Because now I know I'm so beautiful. I'm a child of light and joy. Oh, now I know I'm so beautiful. I'm a child of light and joy. I'm a soul, a powerful yogi in control of my journey. Pranayam is my religion, and let it go. Free fall, 'cause I'm always going to be my own best friend, giving myself lots of love. 'Cause now I know I'm so beautiful. I'm a child of light and joy. Oh, now I know I'm so beautiful. I'm a child of light and joy. Yeah. So we sang that. It's kind of a tune that I always will remember because it just is so, it's so in the now, right? It's exactly what we're up to, my dears. We we made a choice, took a chance and jumped over, and then we, hit the wall. So, but this is about how the times are so incredible for us to have a place that is safe. Not to mention that we have a nice, safe little tribe here, a rainbow tribe of beautiful souls who have set their course and their direction. And every time we come on here, there's a gym. You're getting rich, my dears, because you're just building a treasure chest of wisdom. Yeah. So today we're going to look at what it's like to have a soul cave, a safe place. I like to call it a soul cave, a place where we go and we just, hang out. We just hang out. We don't try to do anything because meditation isn't doing. It's about being and listening, quite frankly, and letting all your cares and worries and fears just fall off you like water off a duck's back. But in this case, water off a soul's back. You just let it fall off. And then you pay attention. You pay attention Because we're going to get a reading from Sri Dayamata this morning after I give you some quotes. That is going to give you a whole new reset for your meditations, okay? Knowing that we need to be stabilizers on the planet right now because there's just two timelines. One is one of fear and one is one of awakening. So the choices are simple, and we're choosing that which is the purest and one that is aligned with the divine over the one that keeps us in this Ferris wheel, we could say, going round and round, incarnation after incarnation, coming back here and still having the same lessons to learn. Oh my, OMG. So, this is what Paramahansa Yogananda says as a starter, my dear. So, he said, there is nothing to be afraid of anymore. I mean, we have Yoda with us. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore when you have touched the great power of spirit. Take this one in. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore when you have touched the great power of spirit, which controls the very forces of creation. The great power of spirit, which controls the very forces of creation and all the machinery of this universe. You've ever stopped to think of that all pervading presence, all pervading love, all pervading peace, all pervading spirit, huh? Can we saddle up on that one? Because we're the fire horse now. We're in the year of the fire horse. We're making momentum shifts, momentous shifts, and momentum shifts. But it's nice to just when we sit to meditate in our soul cave, and I have a quote from Anandamayi Ma that says human beings must become dwellers of the inner cave. Marty, Sarah, Ricardo, Narayan, Lori, Lisa, Jim, Kathleen, Cami, Marty. Human beings must become dwellers of the inner cave so that the supreme being who resides there. Why would we want to pay attention and be wide awake and alert in meditation, not doing anything, but just holding the truth, like there is nothing to be afraid of anymore because you have touched the great power of spirit, which controls the very forces of creation, all the machinery and this universe. And now Anandamayi Ma is asking us that human beings must become dwellers of the inner cave. The inner cave, that inner place, your happy place, so that the supreme spirit who resides there may be revealed. What? Do you know that something's missing? There's something missing still in our lives, or we wouldn't be here on this line. And that something missing is you. So, welcome to the cave, my dears. Welcome to your soul cave. That place where now you're not going to do a thing. You're not going to think. You're not going to plan. You're not going to worry about this and that. You're not going to have alternative things that you're just so passionate about that you have to give your energy to them. Remember yesterday we talked about one straight line, one direction to the divine, one goal, one purpose, and that is that you discover this missing piece, PEACE, this missing piece, and it's you, and it's me, and it's what we always come here for, is to get a little clearer that right within us, the kingdom of God is within us, right within us. The supreme being resides there. So that's why we want to go and have a sacred place, a safe place and a sacred place all in one. All right? So let's just close our eyes for a moment and take in what we can take in so far. We had a little song that talks about taking a chance and to throw yourself into the so-called reality search, the search for you, the missing person. And we burned all our stories. And we're never going to be the same because those stories are going up in flames. We are souls. We're a yogi. And we are in control of our journey. Pranayam is our religion. It sets our soul free. So I'm always going to be my own best friend, giving myself lots of love in this cave, in this safe place, in a place where, like, it's been with the snow here so quiet, because we live kind of off of a freeway. All of Ashland is off of a freeway, Highway 66 and Highway 5. So it's noisy, but we have a cave. Cave when all the windows and doors are closed. Perfect stillness, quiet. Get a snowstorm, perfect quiet. Perfect peace, perfect place for you to reconnoiter and see if you can find that missing person a little more today. That yogi and yogini who's jumped over and letting it go free fall. Took a chance. And here we are. So this are some words about how we can maybe have a shift. Maybe we can have a reconnoiter with what our meditation is all about. These are words of Sri Dayama, who was president for many years after Yogananda passed. But these are words of Yogananda that she shares with us. It says, a common cause of spiritual discouragement, a common cause of spiritual discouragement, just in case, my dears, that pops up for you from time to time, or you didn't know that you're in a space of discouragement. And this will help us realize that we are in a safe place if we just follow a few guidelines that we're going to share with you today. A common cause of spiritual discouragement lies in the expectant attitude. Expectant. You're expecting something, so you have an attitude for it. The common cause of spiritual discouragement lies in the expectant attitude of those who imagine that the answer of God will manifest as a dazzling and overwhelming flame of inner illumination, or something like that. And because of this erroneous concept, such aspirants become insensitive. So here's guideline 1. We can become a little insensitive because we're looking for something, right, in our meditation, or we've just given up, but we sit there anyway because we feel less guilty if we did it. But such aspirants become insensitive. Here's guideline. Here's a guideline two, number two. Such aspirants become insensitive to the subtle answers of divinity, which, remember, meditation is listening to God. Prayer is talking to God. So we become, if we're not careful, my dears, insensitive to the subtle answers of divinity, which are present to each of our efforts. To each of our efforts. You sit down to meditate and you think, okay, right? What I'm suggesting is these are the times to have such an amazing, safe place for yourself. You know, the greatest one is the state of consciousness that is this beautiful sattvic high quality where you're just constantly in communion, a meditative communion with the divine beloved, right? And you walk and you talk and you share and you laugh and you feel joy together and things like that. But we have become insensitive to the subtle answers of divinity, which when we sit down, divinity's right there as the divine indweller, ready to give you everything that you want if it's good for you. And they have that divine indweller has been present since the very beginning of your meditation practices, Marty, at the very beginning. That divinity answering all your particular, things that are happening in your drama life has been there since the very present, your very first meditation. So Sri Dharma says, that Master says, God responds to each of the efforts of the devotee, to each of her spiritual callings. So if you kind of feel into this, you can get excited about that next dive into your cave when the stream is over and your day begins. You have it within your heart, right? You have it in your awareness, and you have it in that cave, that soul cave, because you're going to get a response every time. Every time. So each of our efforts get a response from God to each of our spiritual callings. Even if you are nothing but a beginner, you will notice this fact in your own search. And we are all beginners. Don't get me wrong, we are all beginners. We're all newbies. So even if you are nothing but a beginner, you will notice this fact in your own search, provided, here's a guideline, provided you learn to recognize the presence. Oh, this is such a big guideline. Even if you're the newest newbie or an old timer that just, has settled into a kind of a rut in your meditation or whatever, it can happen. We're human after all. You will notice, in fact, in your own search, provided you learn to recognize the presence of the Lord as the quiet inner peace. See, we sit there and we're whatever we're doing in our meditation, right? But there is a quiet inner peace in that cave. Just like when the snow just covered our whole area here in Ashland, It was dead quiet. There's no freeway noise. None. So we need to now start to really know there's peace waiting for us. Peace of mind, peace of heart, where the noise that can't get you, where the last thing you heard in the news got you a little bit riled up, got you thinking anyway, right? That you have a quiet inner peace. This is the thing to be aware of when we go into our cave. If we want to make this place our happening, man and woman, our go-to place. You're not getting along with somebody. You just you just had a conversation that wasn't so great. Go to your cave. You got to have a happy place, my dears. You got to decide to be happy. Maybe that's it. So that we can recognize the presence of the Lord, the divine indweller, the one that we read that quote is the one that's controlling all of creation, the Great Spirit. So we can recognize the presence of the Lord as the quiet inner peace that slides. It slides into our consciousness. That's why we may not have caught it before. It slips right in. That quiet inner peace, it slips right in. It's always in. My dears, it's always in. It's always there. Wow. So we have to really be acutely aware to recognize the presence of the Lord as the quiet inner peace when you sit down to have a meditation. First thing, that you're going to listen and be still and say, thank God I'm in a safe place. Thank God. I feel it. Gosh, when you get good at this, all it is, when you say good at this, you're already an expert at it. You're an immortal soul that is this, right? But when we get the practice so that it's honed, it becomes, clockwork regularity that the first proof of God's presence in you is that quiet inner peace that slides into your conscious, slides right on in there. This peace is this peace, this quiet inner peace that slides into your conscience is in effect the first proof of God's presence in you. Ooh, the first proof. You need some proof? This is the first proof of God's presence in you. And so if you can start this anew today, this whole idea, meditation is just begin anew, begin again, begin again, begin again, brand new slate, start over, keep it simple, keep it short. Quality, quality, quality is worth the hours of sitting there with a restless mind. Quality, quality, simple, humble, little devotee we are, right? And we're in this huge battle between the dark and the light on the planet right now. We'll have some great information on that, which we'll probably get to tomorrow. But for now, let's just really, really suck this one up. Really, really let it absorb into your DNA. Let it absorb into your mind. Let it be the chief mindset that you possess for yourself, because we have set the course in this, this ring of fire, this ring of fire, the shadow that created this ring of fire around the sun yesterday in the eclipse. We were like, shot out of those things where you see somebody get shot out of this cannon or something, right? And they fly through the sky. Yeah. We got shot and we got we got detonated. We got ignited yesterday and set on a course straight into liberation. Yeah, straight into liberation. So over time, though, as you learn to recognize the presence of the Lord as a quiet inner peace that slides into your conscious when you sit down, waiting for you, actually, always waiting. Over time, you'll understand that it is God. It is He, Spirit, that great Spirit that runs the universe. Eventually, sooner than later, actually, you will understand that it is God who's guiding you. It is God who's in you. It is God who's got it all figured out for you. You're not here to figure anything out. You're here to just, you know, get up close and personal and really humble in your relationship. Really, really sincere. Really, really just a heart, a love affair. The greatest love story ever told is our love affair with the divine. So we'll understand that it is He or she or God or Divine Mother has guided us, inspiring us to make the right decisions in life, inspiring us, helping us with our decisions in that listening. Every time we sit down, you got some questions about something, you're avoiding something, you're not feeling good about something. Well, guess what? Over time, you'll understand that God, Spirit, Divine Mother's guiding you, inspiring you to make the right decisions in life. You got all that help right within your soul cave, right into your happy place, my dears. You'll get helped with decisions. You will feel that. You will feel that help because you will feel strong. You will feel His strength. You will feel the source's strength. And you'll be able to overcome bad habits and develop spiritual qualities. You see where this is all leading? It's leading to awakening. Awakening. Or is that just a word that we use these days? You know, in the Aquarius, the age of Aquarius and things like that. No, it's the truth. We're listening to the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth this morning. So we're going to be strong and able to overcome bad habits and develop spiritual qualities. Really? You will recognize the Lord. Here's how you recognize that your little cave is all decked out, all filled with the magnetism that you bring to it and the devotion you bring to it and the love that you experience there day after day after day, week after week, month after month. You will recognize the Lord as the ever increasing joy, as the ever increasing joy, my dears. Anyone in for a little joy amidst the chaos, amidst the breakdown and the collapse of the old systems? Anyone want some joy? You want to be stabilized in joy? Yeah, well, it's guaranteed that it will, as you recognize the Lord, as we've been talking, you'll start to feel ever increasing joy and love flowing from the depths of your own being. Love and joy. Tara, Sarah, Ricardo, love and joy is in you. What? Really, really take it in. Take it in. This is probably what awakening is in some regards. It's like you've heard it again and again and again and again, and you like it, right? It seems to resonate with us, but we forget because that's the illusion and the delusion. So that's all part of this journey that we're on. But it's so much fun when you start to realize something that you liked, And you realize, oh my God, it's the absolute truth, though. It's not just a like, right? It's something that is absolutely eternally true. And there's not, you know what the world lacks right now is trust. There's been a collapse. Along with the collapse of the old systems, there is a total collapse of trust. Am I correct on that one? I mean, who do you believe? Who do you believe, right? No, there's a whole collapse of trust. So we're going to regain that in this, revival, in this reboot, in this resurrection of how we're going to be in our meditations now. This was a little starter package today. So, ever increasing joy and love flowing from the depths of your being, flooding your everyday life. Oh, there's some days that ain't so good, right? That's impossible unless you decide that that's the part of the old system that you want to still carry, that gets you saddened and disillusioned and maybe even discouraged. We don't need that anymore. It's your life is flooded your everyday life is flooded with the depths of increasing joy, and all your personal relationships brighten up. So Yogananda says at the end here, through Dhyama, who's sharing this, I pray that you feel more and more the closeness of God. I pray that you feel more and more the closeness of God. That's something that we can ding, 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 all ring our little bell right now. Ding, 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 that we feel that we're being prayed for. For what? For more and more closeness of God. Wow. In a safe place. And really, really make that home within you where the divine indweller lives, where the love pours out every day, showers you with joy, flowers, showers you, floods you with more love. So that's prayers. That's what the prayers of our higher self for us is that more and more closeness of God, and that we perceive him or her and her in all circumstances of life. In all circumstances of life, Lori. So there's nothing that can throw us off kilter anymore. And drop, the ball drops. And we're kind of crushed again in our own little human way. So all circumstances of life, we're going to feel the closeness of God and love for him. And that through meditation and through your now, this just personalized from your heart, simple, humble, all surrenderingly soul, that through that meditation that you bring to the table now in love for God, you may melt your heart. What you bring, you want it to melt your heart and soul into your true nature, which is omnipresence. Yeah, melt. So that's the final line. Through meditation and love for God, you may melt your heart and soul in his, her, its, yours, the missing you meditation. It's like lost and found. You have found, you're going to the lost and found, your meditation cave. And if it was something that was not really just revved up to where you want it, look at good old Yoda. He knows all about the caves. So let's bring our palms together, everybody. I hope that this was a little renewal of sorts for you this morning, a little simplicity added to the complexity of what's going down in the world today and things like that. And maybe some worries that you have to figure something out, and all that kind of stuff. That it just fell into place. It just fell into place. Let's chant it on. Oh, oh. We sealed it with a kiss. Let's go again, my dears. Just so that you know, and I know, and we all know, and our brothers and sisters know that, we're living in a dream delusion. And when that dream is done, Divine Mother will lift us on her lap. One more om. Oh, oh, oh. Let's just feel a little bit of something before we sign off and do our final mantra, my dears. Let's just feel, you feel the vibrations. I do anyway. I'm so happy that we are able to share what we shared today. I'm so happy that it may have meant something really nice and really nice, really deep and powerful for you, like a game changer. All right. So yeah, ready to put God glasses on, and we can make sure that love is uppermost in this breath, in this moment. There's so much love. Tearing down the veil, my dears, breaking it all loose and stabilizing us so that we are absolutely in this inner peace while the world does whatever the heck it's going to do. So we love and we care regardless of what it does and what we see and hear. Who knows, right? Except that we know that God's the one behind everything. Let's make sure that we don't forget that. God is Yoda. That is so cool. I love that. Kathleen, crack me up. All right. So we care. And then we just let this light, let this love, let that little beacon, you're like a little beacon. It's like if we had a way to see into our soul cave, into our hearts and such like that, we would see lights going on and off. And the brighter something is, the deeper you're feeling God's presence and closeness to God and things like that. Yeah, this is soul time. This is our soul journey now. We've waited a long time for this. Yeah. So here we are. So I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful to see you here every single time. So thank you, my dears, and enjoy the rest of this time today, right? Because maybe you're feeling a little bit like can't wait to get to your cave. In fact, maybe stop in your little altar room or whatever you have before you do get all excited about what you're going to do today, and you just stop and pray in the way that you learned today or you got to listen to today. And you just go in there and you just see how quiet it can be, even if there's noise around. Feel that deep inner peace that's waiting for you and God's presence to help you in decisions and everything. Just, yeah. So let's all do that. When I shut down, I'm going to do that. So thank you. Thank you for being part of this journey and part of this, amazing awakening that we're all up to. Wow. Good job. I think we're on track. All right. You all
Thank
good?
you, Tom, for being so
All good? You
constant.
all happy? All right. So we did the whole thing. All right. We're all done. We're all done. All right. Have a glorious day, my dears. Narayanji. Yep. We're still trudging in the snow here. I'll tell you one thing we learned about golden doodles. I have a golden doodle and Pyrenees doodle. Their hair is like a magnet to snow. So it was so funny. We let them romp in the snow and it looked all fun and everything. But all of a sudden they were walking different. And I looked down at their feet and they're big balls of snow. attached to their fur. Oh my God. Yeah, we spent hours getting them. Finally, Trish got a bucket, put hot water in and put their feet in there. Yeah, and melted the snowballs. But anyway, we're learning. We're learning, everybody. Yeah, you're welcome, Ricardo. Amigo mío. All right. You all bring out the best in me, so thank you for that. I love you. We'll see you. We'll see you in Kansas. We'll see you wherever you are. We see you. I see you. Aho. Namaste.
Namaste.
Lots of love, my dears.